How's it going, everyone? My name is Jim and welcome to FSD Driver. Today we are doing the parking assist with my Tesla 2019 Model 3. This is a rear-wheel drive standard range. In this video, we are basically going from the easiest to the hardest parking, and we're just in one parking lot. So the easiest parking spot for this is between 0 cars. We're just in an empty space, and we're just seeing if we can park the car within the lines. And we definitely do that right here. It's very simple and easy. And I'll be honest with you, this is a fantastic feature. I know that this has been out for many cars for many years. I had it on one of my Fords at one point in time, but really it was more for parallel parking and it didn't work that great all the time. Like, it was really iffy. I was much quicker at parking. And so I just didn't use that feature. But for this backup parking, this has been fantastic. I really do like this. I just pull into a parking spot now, and all I do is basically hit the button and it parks it for me, and it's flawless. So now we're parking between 2 cars, and we also have a light pole behind us, and the car just handles everything exceptionally well. So very easy and simple. The only thing I hope that they do is I hope they bring some parallel parking for the city streets. I also wish they would let you choose to park or pull forward through a parking spot. I think that would be really cool. Now, what I'm doing is I'm also, if you haven't noticed, I'm just trying it at different distances of like where the parking spot is compared to where my car is. I just want to see how it actually handles that. And again, we're just parking in between 2 cars and there's nothing behind us. But again, it would be cool if we could do like a pull through or something, because I do like to, park through, especially if you have like kids and stuff and you're packing things. Sometimes, like if there was a car behind me, it would be hard to open up my tailgate and basically get every single thing in the car. Now, this car drove through the parking lot and you notice that all those spaces disappeared and then they reappeared. So now I picked the space the furthest from me, but I will have to nuzzle my nose of my car between this red and silver car right here, but it doesn't actually enter the parking space. So if there was a car there, I would be completely fine. Plenty of room to do this backup on that GMC, and the car just handles everything really well. And a number one complaint online that I've seen is a lot of people are saying that this is slow. And Tesla said, yeah, but it will get faster over time. I actually think this is the perfect speed, and I don't want it to get any faster. Actually, one of the things I would like to do is I would like to test this again, where basically we have people opening their car doors, because I constantly have to tell my little ones, hey, don't open your car door. You could get hit or there's a car coming. Now, for this one that we're doing here, this backup test, we are parking between a Ford and basically a curb. Now, this is the same curb where I did summon and my car decided to just drive over the curb for whatever reason, but it is handling it exceptionally well. Now, I did notice that the car is kind of finicky here, and I think I figured out why. These curbs are actually a little bit wider than a traditional curb, so I'm not sure why they poured these and made them extra wide. So you can see on the ground, they're actually like 2 inches wider on the ground than like a typical curb. And again, I don't know why, but this kinda, I think, confuses the car with the coloring of the curb and the actual ground, because it's constantly like trying to straighten out, even though it was parked in there perfectly straight to begin with. So I think that's just something to do with maybe the color differentiation of, the blacktop and then this weird curb that is a little bit like wider on the bottom. I don't know. That's just a guess, but that's what it really felt like. And then I started noticing it. Now, here's our really last test. We have this Ford, and look at that. He is doing a poor job of parking. He's over 2 parking spots. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually try to see if we can squeeze in between there. I know the Chevy car here on the right is kind of giving us a lot of room. These seem to be pretty wide parking spots. This is a pretty new area, and so the lines are, put on there and they're pretty wide, but I just want to see, because this Ford is definitely over the line, as you guys saw. And you'll also notice the shadow of this Ford on the system here. It is over the blue parking spot. There's also a trailer hitch that sticks out a little bit too. I'm not sure how close, but let me tell you, when you're in the car and you're doing this, it's pretty nerve-wracking because, again, everything when you look in the mirror seems a little bit closer than may appear, but the car is actually handling this fantastic. And again, I think the speed is completely fine. I'd rather be safe than fast at this point in time, but yeah, the car just basically needs to do its thing where it's like pulling out and straightening out and getting around this. And I honestly don't mind it. It's doing a fantastic job. And you'll notice here, the car actually lines itself up with the same angle the Ford is on. And then it kind of backs itself in, and then it just kind of straightens itself out, and it parks itself perfectly fine. And you'll notice when I actually am done parking here, which this is fantastic, it handled it so well, I actually have to crank my wheel to the left to get out, because if I were to pull straight forward, I would hit the front of my car into the back of this F-150. There's plenty of room for all of us to get in and out of our cars without being cramped. And so I crank my wheel here, and then I basically inch my way out, and then I'm free to leave. So very cool. This is one of the features that I really do like. I believe when Tesla, they say a lot of things, Elon says a lot of things, but this is really solid. Like, this is a solid delivery. I feel like it doesn't fail. I have a 0% fail rate. Everything is working. Where FSD, I drive that 98% of the time, and then I do have interventions once in a while. Also, Summon just doesn't seem to work very well, if at all. But this feature actually works exactly how Tesla described it, and it doesn't fail. It seems to work every single time. And so, yeah, I'll continue doing testing. But thank you guys for watching. If you would, leave a comment below, like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll start seeing you in the next videos.